and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I'm in the Lucky 38 for just a minute. I'm getting ready to start Dead Money after I finish up with the Emeritus, so I'd be remiss if I didn't ask Monica about this.
What's up? I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops. I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew anyway, but Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
A little crazier, though.
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow, watch him at work. He did. For years he fought with the council, taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
Yep, a dam. That's a dangerous technology that needs to be kept out of the hands of Gentiles, as they would call them, infidels.
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others. Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen, and the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have. Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him. I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else. Yeah, I miss him. I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until he could be reactivated, but he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face. It was strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
And that's a reference to the Savior of...
Can I make it up? I want a dress. Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California. Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies before the war, they knew what they were doing. Like, just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time.
This is the Circle of Steel sniper, Christine.
Ever been nosy? I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love. She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to. No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though, once in a while. Nice! Can I...
They're gonna be waiting in the lobby while I take care of my business in the Gomorrah.
Well, now, look. All right, then. You find any evidence yet? I'm not gonna wait forever. No shit. There it is. The blood, the motive, as clear as day. They must have penned these with snake venom. But we got it. Now what? Sure, this damns them, but only if someone listens. Well, Jackson and the Mojave outpost could get it to the folks in the West. I wouldn't trust anyone closer to the Colorado. And the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs have their heart back west. Not sure it'll do any good, though. All right, let's do it. Listen to what he has to say.
What's up?
Hey, no one... You'll get these back on your way out.
Let's deal.
Hello and welcome to Gomorrah. What can I help you with today?
I sure do, but loose lips sink ships.
All right. You look pretty trustworthy. I knew someone would call in that mark soon. What do you want to know? Sorry, they don't tell me their plans, and I don't want to know. I'm just happy they don't make me fuck anybody anymore. All I can tell you is to find Caccino. He's the lowest level lieutenant you're going to be able to talk to. Some of the girls say he's been involved in some shady business the family wouldn't really like. Ask him about it. I hear you've actually been inside Lucky 38. You're the first person who's been in there in as long as anybody can remember.
We are banned from here already.
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want? Business? What the fuck do you mean business? You looking to get yourself burned? Now you start talking real clear, and I mean fucking crystal clear, because I'm about to lose my patience. Joanna, that bitch spreading lies about me. I've got a lesson to teach her about loose lips. You again? What the fuck do you want?
Oh yeah, I gotta find his, I actually did that quest off camera. Because it kept crashing. So that Joanna, she's not actually there anymore. Or actually, screwed up here. It's an easier method.
Be sure to check out the courtyard. Some of the hottest asses in New Vegas shaking out there. You again? What the fuck do you want? Where the fuck did you get that? Okay, listen, buddy. That's some dangerous shit you got there. That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you? Okay, you got me by the balls. Here's a couple hundred caps. Maybe that'll buy you friendship. I can't stop you, but that's gonna mean my death. I can make it worth your while to give it to me, though. Plus, if you go to the bosses, I can't help you stop what they've been doing. I can pay you for it, of course. I also have some information about the family's business that you might find interesting. Between you and I, we can break up what they're planning, maybe save some lives. Mine included, of course. Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Right, there we go. So let me tell you what I know about the family's business. The bosses, Big Sal and Nero, have been working for a while on this. They're arming themselves like an army, using this new guy, Troik. They also brought in a specialist named Clarendon. At least that's what they introduced him as. I got no fucking idea. They let him have the run of the place, though. He seems like a nice guy, but he makes me nervous. He's a little arrogant, but he's too nice. Too open. I've never seen him fucking or gambling. Everyone has a vice, but this guy seems like the Pope. Okay, toss him at me. He's a skittish little fucker. Spends half the day pumping his body full of chems and the other half pumping hookers with his willy. He has some kind of connections, so he's able to smuggle huge shipments of weapons into the Strip. The bosses got him by the short hairs. We covered up a hooker he killed while flying on some psycho, so he gets us guns in exchange for not ratting. No, just that it involves guns and muscle. Also that it's big. Very big. Only Nero and Big Saul know everything, and they ain't telling.
I hope my dad doesn't find out how much money those hookers cost me.
Okay, now back upstairs. Come on. I don't actually need any of these books anymore. The recipes I have are all ones that I have in 100. Don't want to do that.
What the fuck are you looking at?
What the? Trying to make him pay for that snide comment. Landon's handiwork.
I'm gonna send you back. I'm gonna...
Shit. Did that turn everyone? I'm gonna have to be more careful because I don't want to fail that quest.
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Hey, nice to meet you. Do you need help with something? I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Casino. Yeah, I've heard the name. Not sure why he'd send you to me. Is he helping out with room service or something? What do you think you're doing?
So that's what Clandon's been up to. And we gotta find this Troika guy. Find where the guy is, though.
Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you? Is that right? Is that your handiwork? Well, I can't say I'm sad to see him go. He gave me the fucking creeps. Now we cut off the head of the serpent. I got kicked out of Ultralux the other day. Man, that place gives me the fucking freaks.
God damn it, I fucked up again on this quest.
fuck not at home? Must be cozy up there in the Lucky 38.
Oh, there he is.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone. Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the girl I was with, but I never black out. I did this time, though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood. I keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble. All right, have at it. When I saw the body, I started screaming. In a few seconds, some of their soldiers were in there cleaning up the room. They offered to keep silent about what happened if I agreed to help them get their hands on large quantities of guns at deep discounts. That night, mostly buff out, I like to cut it with a little bit of Jet and wash it down with some whiskey. That was my standard Saturday night. What? Yeah, you're right. I wonder what was up with that. What do you want to talk about? Cachino? Cachino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed. Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me. More power to you if you can, but keep me out of it. I've been doing business with Big Saul, so he's going to be your man.
There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. They better not fuck with our power.
Thank God for these load times, though. This would be a... This is an hour and a half quest on 360.
I hear the Legion is moving some tough muscle into the area. NCR better keep their heads down.
Hey, you're Cachino's friend. You got business with me? Sorry, but I don't know you from Adam. And you don't have any business getting in our business. Ah, Troik. What's he want? Some more Jet? A fresh batch of girls? Maybe a guy or two this time. Why would I want to do that? Really? That was his idea? All right, he can go. Hopefully he finds us some good deals out there.
Those bosses are about as
Must be cozy
about
up
as
there.
dumb as modern low-level mobsters.
You again. Holy shit. Really? Okay, I'll help you. But I'm getting the hell out of here first chance I get. They're keeping them in a little utility section down off the basement. I don't know what they're arming themselves for, but I know it isn't for the good of mankind. I've made a lot of contacts over the years. I have some friends back in California that can get their hands on just about anything. Mostly, I've been calling in every last favor I have. Okay, try and be fast about it. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a stroke of genius if I could be so modest. The whole arrangement starts with an old buddy of mine in the Republic. He's responsible for packing and shipping supplies to the NCR on the Strip. He marked some containers as food and medical and packs them with guns and other shit. From there, it took just a couple of greased palms to get someone to let me cherry pick a container or two out of every shipment. Easy as pie. As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. Thermite burns as hot as the devil's asshole and can melt through just about anything. I've been keeping it so if the family betrays me, I can hopefully do some damage before I end up dead or in jail. Okay, here's the thermite and a key to the room where the guns are stored. Place the thermite on the crates in the room. I rigged the light switch outside the room to kick off a spark big enough to hold the thermite. That should turn that shit into molten slag. As soon as we're done talking, I'm gonna make myself like a ghost. I don't want to be anywhere near here when the bosses find out.
I'm glad they don't let just any motherfucker through the gate.
They don't even have anyone guarding it.
Did Benny beg before you burned his sorry ass?
Hey, what can I do for you? Whoa, you managed to pull that off? Solid work. That ought to gum up the boss's plans. Is that right? Is that your handiwork? Well, I can't say I'm sad to see him go. He gave me the fucking creeps. Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die. When they're gone, I'm gonna run this joint. Don't worry, I'll take care of this place.
Yeah, the fact that he's betraying his former bosses doesn't give me much confidence, so I think I'm gonna have to recommend to Mr. House to get rid of this guy.
Hurry and get ready. I'll give you a gun when you get to the room. Holy shit, you been in Lucky 38? You meet the overboss in there?
turning in this quest to House is finally gonna fail the NCR quest for me.
Did Benny beg before you burned his sorry ass?
They're not gonna notice that I'm packing.
Hey, here's that gun I promised you. I suggest using it while they are talking.
Let's have some
It's time for the
words.
meeting with the bosses.
Take a
We
seat
can't
on the
chit-chat
couch
right
so
now.
we can get to talking. So I assume you know why we called you here. Yeah, Clan will be hard to replace, but not impossible. We'll find contractors just like them, without breaking a sweat. Are you shitting me? You didn't even know what the plan was. Yeah. As a last request, I guess we can give you that courtesy. Caesar asked us to provide a distraction on the Strip, so when he gives the word, we're gonna launch an all-out assault on the Strip. First, we're gonna blow the embassy, then we're gonna use soldiers to kill every last motherfucker on the Strip. Then we'll run this joint. That'll teach not at home what can go on while he sits in his fucking ivory tower lording down from on high. The fuck? I knew there had to be someone higher up helping you. Nero, you backstabbing, two-timing motherfucker. I knew this day would come. Yeah!
Nice clip there. Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there. I'm gonna run a tight ship here, don't you worry.
Evening.
Cons finally got what they had coming.
Uh-oh, did we crash? Nope.
Hey, sick. See, lady, looking for a good time.
You know what? I'm gonna go turn in Cass's quest before we talk to House. Now that I'm done going to the casino, set my weapons back.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. What is it? Let me see. All right, this explains a lot of the lost caravans. I thought it was Legion work, but... I can, if you make me a promise. I need you to swear you won't take revenge on Gloria or Alice. If you do, then your case is over, and we can't see that justice is done. I know some things are hard to let go, but you and Miss Cassidy need to understand that. Hear me? That'll have to do. God, what a mess. People turning against each other when the Mojave's at risk of falling? If the Republic's sinkhole progress doesn't kill us, greed will. Thanks for bringing me this. I know revenge must have been tempting. For what it's worth, I appreciate you didn't shed any more blood. We need to save our strength for the Legion. I'll do what I can, and those folks that got killed need to be answered for.
Well, that's settled, I suppose. Feels... I don't know. I guess I feel relieved. I don't know what I feel. Wait, that's not true. I think the NCR back west, when riled, is going to be the worst enemy the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan ever had. They're all so mired in procedure and paper out there. The kind of evidence we gave is going to be worse than shooting them. I think that settles accounts with me, and my men. That was some tricky political maneuvering, but worth it. Even if it takes a few years.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can...
Yeah, the NCR finds out 2 companies have been slaughtering groups of caravans that carry supplies to them as well during a war. I think they're going to be rather mad. Now I can't run, I can't go to the Silver Wrangler anymore, and I can't go to the Atomic Wrangler, the Silver Wrangler.
Thank you for visiting Newton.
Having to fight my way through Van Graff.
Let's distribute the weight. Let's deal.
Oh shit, did I lose my... Huh. Well, that's troublesome. I remember now why I told them to wait in the, I gotta find out where they took them. And I might need to use a stealth boy or two to get them back.
Welcome back to Gomorrah. There's some... What the fuck is that thing?
Hello and welcome.
Shit. Oh man, that's a nightmare.
Welcome back to Gomorrah. Welcome back to Gomorrah. Find yourself a girl or a guy.
Well, you know what? I'm going to cut the episode here, and I'm going to see about getting my guns back. So, we'll be back to, once I've gotten them back, and then we'll talk to Mr. House.